What's good, squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Phil S2K. In today's video, gonna be talking about my story. What got me into cars, where I'm from, how I make money, and everything else that you guys been asking me about. But right now, I'm in here cutting banners for a couple clients, and I gotta send out a couple highly official stickers. And yeah. So I'm gonna pull out these stickers here, and then we'll get into this video. Alright, so right now, I had to make 5 small 5-inch decals, and then I made 1 big banner for this guy. So, once I finish peeling this, we're gonna get into the video, alright? So, make sure you guys stay tuned, man. Let's try to hit 200 likes on this video. Can we get 200 likes for your boy? I feel like we can. Alright? I feel like my story is pretty cool, and I feel like, you know, it should be inspiring to some. Some may not like it, some might like it, who knows. But, at the end of the day, I'm a YouTube vlogger, and I feel like I gotta put some of my life out there to you guys. You know? So, we're gonna get into it. Alright, and they're all done. Now let's put it away for packaging. Alright, so I know why you guys clicked on this video, and I'm gonna talk about who I am, where I came from, and all that cool stuff. But I just wanted to say, like, what really got me interested into talking about this video is because on the 8th, it marks the 3-year anniversary of one of my close friends who passed away to gun violence. And another kid from my high school passed away too on that same day, but 2018, which is current time. And it's just starting to hit home with me. It's just like, dang, you know, a lot of kids that I know are passing away. A lot of kids that I grew up with are passing away. Whether it's to gun violence, whether it's to drugs, whether it's to any of these things. Like, a lot of these kids and people our age are passing away. And it's starting to affect me a little bit because it's not just 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends. Like, I've lost a lot of friends. Like, and me personally, like, I grew up with both my parents. You know what I mean? I got a nice home. Like, I would never sit here and portray that I was a street kid, a thug, none of that stuff. Like, it was never me. But I'm surrounded by it, you know? So I was always that kid that, like, I stayed out of trouble. I went to work all the time. And that's why I work so much and I work so hard, is because I want to make it out of here. I want to be something, you know? Like, I want to be something. I want to make my parents proud. I want to make everyone who supported me proud. So, like, you know, I've been working since I was 15 years old, and I've always tried to find hustles to make extra money, whether it's like shoveling snow, like anything. Like, I've always tried to stay out of trouble. You know, my first job, I worked at Hollister. Probably worked there for like a couple months, like a seasonal thing, but they literally had me there for like 1 day out of each week or 2 days out the week. And then after that, I got a job at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's for a long time, maybe like 1.5 years, close to 2 years. Supervisor made me super mad. I quit, took my shirt off, threw it at the supervisor, and left. And at that point, that was the turning point in my life where it was like I was about to buy my first car. And I quit my job the day before I bought my first car. And if you're like me, or if your parents are strict, like, I grew up in a Caribbean household. My dad is always like, if you're going to do something, you got to do it yourself and be able to afford it on your own. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, like, I'm about to buy this car tomorrow. I already, you know, set the date up with the guy, all that. About to buy my first car, which was the Acura RSX, and I quit my job. And I was so nervous to tell my parents at the time, because I was like 16. I was so nervous to tell my parents at the time, like, yo, I quit my job. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pay for insurance. Da da da. So what I did was I just woke up 2 days in a row, straight, early in the morning. Found a job. Then I found my second job, which was working at Subway. But I started working at Subway for like a month, and then my friend was like, yo, Best Buy is hiring. You should come apply to Best Buy. So I applied to Best Buy. I got the job. I was working at Best Buy. And then Best Buy kind of started slowing down on the hours or whatever. So I got a second job working at Finish Line. And when I got the second job working at Finish Line, I started, I got sick. And my lung collapsed. So I was out for like a month. Like, super low. Like, I think that was like my lowest point ever. I was just down for mad long. I missed Thanksgiving, all that stuff. So, like, sometimes when you guys are hearing me record and I might be breathing real heavy, that's why. You know, like, I had that condition. Like, I got stitches all over here and all that crazy stuff. And, you know, once I was in the hospital, I just started asking myself, like, yo, what am I going to do? Like, what could I do to make myself bounce back, because I was super down, bros. Like, super down. And I figured out, like, you know, I got the job where I'm at now. I started working there when I was like 19. I've been there since from 19 till now, which I'm 24. And, you know, I started off in the call center, you know, doing like logistics stuff, like working with commercial invoices and all that cool stuff. You know, if you guys go back on my video, you'll see what I told you what I did. Now I do something totally different. I'm in the finance department. You know, I moved up, got better pay, etc., etc. And, you know, that's how I was able to afford all these things that I'm doing now. You know, I've been working since 15. As soon as I could get a working paper, sign my working papers, I've been working. So it's like I've always worked hard to buy things that I wanted. You know, some people might say, oh, well, you know, you got both your parents. No, trust me, if you grow up in a Caribbean household, you already know what it is. Like, I don't even have to explain it to you. And, you know, like, anything that you guys see, I've bought myself, my own money, everything. And I've been working ever since then, you know. And it's like, what made me work so hard is because my surroundings, like, it was nothing for me to walk down the street and see crackheads or, you know, the town drunk guy and, like, all that crazy stuff. Like I said, I don't portray to be a hood nigga. Like, I've never tried to act like I'm a thug, none of that stuff. But, like, I got friends who's really like that. And it's like, watching them go down a path that I didn't want to go down, I've always stayed, you know, in school. I always went to work just to stay out of trouble, you know. I got friends who I used to play baseball with, and, you know, like, I got my trophies back there, play baseball, basketball with, and a lot of them are here today. You know, I got one friend who, you know, I used to play basketball with. Like, he got into the gangs and stuff like that and got shot 7 times. Like, it's crazy. He's still living, but, like, it's crazy to me, you know? And it's like, to me, where I'm at today, I've always said that I've been thankful, you know? Like, I've always said, yo, I'm super happy that I was never a follower. I've always been my own person. And if you're gonna ever do anything in life, trust me, don't follow anybody. Be your own person, lead your own path, create your own path, and that's what I've always been doing, you know? I've always been that, and that's how I found the love for cars. Because I started hanging around, like, other guys who weren't from my neighborhood and, you know, started seeing the stuff that these cars could bring and how guys was taking their cars and, you know, showing it as their own expression of their own art and stuff like that. And it was dope. Like, went to my first car show. No, my first car meet. And it was like freaking Need for Speed style. Like, not even gonna lie to y'all. It was like Need for Speed. Am I saying Need for Speed? Why am I saying Need for Speed? What is that? Fast and Furious. Wow, I'm wilding. Because I used to play a lot of Need for Speed Underground when I was little. But Fast and Furious, like the race cars and guys racing on the street, cops coming, you gotta run to the car and get out of there and da-da-da. It was crazy. But once I saw, like, what guys were doing to their cars and, you know, people getting acknowledged, like, yo, your car's da-da-da, and people talking and, you know, it wasn't no animosity, none of that stuff. Like, everybody was just all love, all chill, just, you know, this guy got crazy speakers, this guy got this system, and this guy got this kit, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it was dope. So I told myself, like, yo, I really want to be a part of this. I really want to get myself into this. And ever since then, like, I've been going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. And it's like, me being a kid from New Jersey, I'm not going to give you guys exactly where I'm from in New Jersey, but, like, being a kid from New Jersey and, like, where I come from, no one really does these things. Like, no, there's really no car people in my area. Like, so it's like, to see where it's taken me and how far it's gotten me, it made me want to go harder and harder and harder on it, you know? You know, if I didn't keep going hard, I would have never got sponsored by Adams Polishes, or, you know, my car wouldn't be where it is today because the decisions that I've made, you know? It's like, I work hard, like, I work super hard, guys. Like, if you've been watching me, you know your boy goes to work every day. I barely call out, you know, because I'm always on the grind. I've always just wanted to be better. Like, I never want to be stagnant. You know, I want to do better than I did last year. And, you know, like I said, like, I just kept working, kept buying car parts, Finally, I got my Civic Si. When I got the Civic Si, that's what made Phil FA5. Most of you may know me by Phil FA5. All I did was drop the FA5 and put S2K at the back of my name now. But I had the Fiji Blue Civic. You know, I got that car painted like 3 times, 3 different conversions. Like, I did so much stuff to it. And that's what built my name. Like, I did a video on YouTube a long time ago. It went viral. This is when Instagram just started doing like videos and stuff. It was like a 6-second clip, and it went all over the internet. And then everybody just kept flocking to my page. And that's how I became who I was. Like, I was like, wow, so much people are really liking what I'm doing. Like, I'm just a regular kid, just, you know, I had replica wheels, all that. Like, I was just like a regular kid, just doing what I love. Like, just taking things, making it look better, taking this, making it look better, and then just like, you know, adding stuff, you know, and it just became a thing. Like, yo, Phil, help me with this. Phil, help me with that. Phil, how do you do this? And it just, it motivated me to just keep going, bros. Like, it just motivated me super hard to keep going. Then, you know, I started to realize, like, okay, the car that I bought, the Civic, was salvaged. And I bought it salvaged because that's how much I could afford at the time. And it was like, I could spend $8,000 on this car at the time, or I could go buy it from this guy for $15,000. You know, I wasn't doing that. I didn't think about it like that. And then it was like, I put all this work into it. I sold it. And then I got rid of the SI, and then I bought a BMW. Bought the BMW. Wasn't really feeling the BMW. I didn't really like that feel. So I went and bought my S2000, and that's how you guys know me today. I bought the S2000, and with the S2000, I've been building it, and I told you guys from day one, like, went and bought it from the dealership. You guys watched it, and it's still going till this day. But, you know, my story is a little different from others. Like I said, I grew up in a household with both my parents, you know, never had that kind of problem. But it's just like, you know, you grow up in an area where, you know, the kids around you are either dying from gun violence, drugs, stealing, robbing, going to jail. Like, you know, I remember growing, like, I was probably like 13. One of my cool friends I used to play basketball with, he went to jail for 10 years, guys. This guy was 16 years old. He went to jail for 10 years. 10 years of his life. He got out when he was 26. When I seen him, I'm like, wow, bro, like, I'm a grown man now. Like, you've been going for a long time, missed his whole childhood just because of something stupid. Something real stupid. Like, I'm not going to put all that stuff out there because that's not my business to put out there. But just showing you guys, like, the stuff that I dealt with, the stuff that I've seen, the stuff I've witnessed. It's crazy. You know, but I just want to say to you all, man, like, if you got a dream, chase it. Because that's all I'm doing, man. I'm just chasing a dream. I don't really care about the money. You know, like I said, I work. I got a job. I work. I don't really care about the money. Really and truthfully, I just want to put motivation and inspiration into all of you guys. Because if it wasn't for, like, my friends who, like Blueprint Auto, my friend Michael, my friend Floyd, all of them, like, showing me, like, yo, cars this, cars that, this is the wave, especially Jermaine, who was Blueprint Auto. Like, he showed me the wave, man. Like, he showed me the path. It was like, yo, this is where you need to be, bro. Ever since then, it's been history. You know, cars really bring bonds. Cars really form friendships and relationships. And, like, when I'm posting on Instagram, like, I know a lot of people who follow me, like, from way back when I was posting, like, other stuff. They probably like, yo, why are you so crazy about your car? And it's like, they don't even realize, like, the opportunities, you know, the stuff that's been given to me just because of this car. Like, it's crazy. So, you know, I'm here to be, I'm always going to chase my dreams. And I'm always going to try to be number one because I'm super competitive. But, you know, right now, we on a slow grind. And eventually, if it does ever kick off, like, everyone who's been watching me from ground level up, man, y'all, I salute y'all for real. I think you're supposed to do it with your right hand. I salute y'all for real, man, because without y'all, there would be no Phil S2K. And, you know, I just want to keep giving back to y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned. New giveaway coming soon. And that's my story, man. Just a young kid from New Jersey trying to make his way out and trying to make a better life for me and my family. And that's it. So smash the thumbs up button for your boy. And I hope to see you guys soon. Squad out.